Hi guys. I really don't want to be making this video, but I'm going to. Okay, let me first really quickly, welcome back to Vlogmas. Thank you for being gracious while I took a couple of days off. I started to feel sick Thursday night. Like, it literally hit me out of nowhere. I was perfectly fine all day. I actually vlogged all day on Thursday. We had a good time, and we had dinner at a friend's house. Like, I felt perfectly fine until right before I was about to go to bed. I had like this nasty sour feeling in the back of my throat, and I was like, I can't be doing this. So I drank some emergency right before bed, and then Henry, homeboy, he woke up. We put him down kind of late because we got home late from going to our friend's house. We put him down around, I think, like 9 or 9:30. No, actually it's closer to 10. So we put him to bed really late. And then around midnight, he woke up crying, which he does sometimes. Like, he'll have nightmares. I think he's having nightmares or whatever. But I went in there and he was awake and he was really, really sad. And I picked him up and I felt he had a really high fever. Like, he was radiating heat. I gave him the Tylenol, like the liquid kind, or ibuprofen, the liquid kind, and he almost immediately threw it up. So then I was nervous that he was gonna have like a stomach bug, and I was like, oh gosh, this is gonna be terrible. But he only ended up throwing up that one time. We gave him a bath. We let him hang out in the bath for a little bit, and he went back to sleep. And that was the start of it. He woke up the next morning just really sick, a lot of congestion, a lot of boogers draining. He had a fever of 100.9 all day. No matter how much medicine I gave him, no matter what medicine I gave him, his fever stayed at 100.9. And he just was not having it. He was like that all day Friday, all day Saturday. Yesterday, I thought he might have been turning the corner. We tried to go out for like some soup, something really comforting. When we were there, Henry, he just was not having it. I could tell we should not have took him out of the house yet. And so we went back home, and then that was it for the rest of the day. This morning, I thought he was doing better, but he has just been so whiny. He will not wipe his own freaking nose, so I have to wipe his nose every time. Like, he doesn't know how to blow his nose yet. So imagine having a nose full of boogers and not being able to blow them out. His nose is just constantly running, and I constantly have to wipe it. And I know he's not feeling good, but it's really hard to deal with a sick toddler who is just grumpy. Like, he kicks a lot, he hits a lot, he screams, he yells. And I try to have a lot of patience and grace because I know he's feeling really bad. But also, like, don't kick me. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's been my last couple of days. But anyways, the boys are napping, and I just have the ick. Once a month, which feels like a lot, I get the ick of my house where it's just like everything feels like it's dirty and cluttered, and nothing is in its right spot, and we have too much stuff, and I just hate my house. And before, it was never once a month. It would be like once a quarter, it felt like, and I would do a really good deep cleaning and I would be fine. And I noticed it happened way more when we changed the rooms around. So for those of you who have been around, this room that I'm currently in used to be the playroom, and then Henry has his own room. That's how it was before Theo was born, and Theo stayed in our room till he was like 7 months old. And then we got Henry a big boy bed, and we tried to put Henry's bed in the crib in Henry's room, but it looked weird. And so we decided to give them their own rooms and just kind of split up like the toy situation. And it was at that point in time where I realized I cannot keep the house as clean, because I never got Theo's room 100% set up. Just like I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with it, and so it's just been kind of like I don't have time to put this away, I'm gonna toss it in Theo's room. And also, Henry does not like to play in his room by himself, as when we had the playroom set up, he would play in here by himself for a good like 30-40 minutes. Like I could cook dinner and he would be fine by himself. And so when Henry wants to play, he will either bring his toys into Theo's room and play in here, or he will take him to the living room and play out there, which is fine. Excuse me. Unless Theo's sleeping, then he can't come in here. And then at the end of the day, we have a living room full of toys, which I know we have kids, blah, blah, blah. But when we have the playroom, all of the toys stay in here. I don't have to clean. I could just close the door. And that's it. But when he has, 20 toys in the living room, it just makes life just seem a lot more chaotic. So I made the decision to put it back. I struggle a lot mentally when my house is cluttered. It gives me a lot of anxiety, and when I have anxiety, I can't really focus on anything else, and I just get really overwhelmed, which brings more anxiety, and then it's just like this ongoing terrible cycle. And so I really do my best to try to keep the house clean, but I can't. I gotta change something, because I can't do this like once a month deep clean, because I don't want to. So yeah, I made the decision to switch it back. Another part of my house that I have a really hard time keeping clean is the dining room. Let me just go show you. Alright, so here's the dining room. Looks pretty nice. But we have this kitchen over here that Henry really does not play with, so I think I'm going to pack this up as well and put it in the garage. And then I want to put those stools back over here. Just have to figure out what to do with all of those boxes. And then this corner is fine. It's just the shelf thing, Henry's learning tower. And a lot of this stuff, this is all Peter's diabetes supplies. Brace yourselves, okay? Moment of vulnerability. This. A lot of that is trash. And once we clean that out, I can get rid of this box, because these go in there, and these two, I don't know. He's got to figure out where to put these things, because Mama needs her house back. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna put this in the garage. But also, here's another thing, guys. Here's another thing. Where am I gonna put it? It's just a disaster, guys. I can't. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. The problem with doing Theo's room right now is that this is one of the things I need to organize and clear off, and probably I'm gonna get rid of that thing. I keep saving it, but there's really no point. Part of that is like Theo's like bath time stuff, which means I'm gonna have to organize underneath my bathroom sink to make room for it. So this is gonna be like a cascade of things that I know I'm gonna feel so much better when it's done, but I just don't want to do it. But I need to do it because I just am ready to start feeling better. So that's that. Sorry I talk so much, but now you guys at least know like where I'm at. Let me give you a little quick overview. All right, here's the before. We got lots of dress, just stuff everywhere, but it's all good. Thankfully, it all has a spot, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys, wish me luck. All right, I know this doesn't look like any progress really, but I did make little piles. They're all kind of blended together at this point, but I cleared that thing off, and This is the next thing I have to do, but before I do that, I need to organize this because I want to organize all of the medicine stuff at the same time. So this is one of my to-do list things, mostly because I have this thing in here, which is just like a lot of the boys' medicine kind of shoved in there. And then I have like this, like what the heck, and then this up here. So this will not take me very long to do, but like I said, I need to get this together before I do that gray basket in Theo's room, because I need to put all of it together. If I can organize it in this thing, then I might just leave it up here. But yeah, whatever. So here's a before. Down here isn't going to change. It's mostly this area. So here's the before. Ta-da! Again, nothing down here changed. I did put Peter's pill thing here just so it's easier for him. But that's all empty. So I do think once I get this organized, I'm going to leave it up here. So now let me show you where this is going to take us. All right, this is the next step. This is underneath our bathroom sink. So here's the tricky thing with this. This is not ever usually this dirty, but we are currently, well actually not currently, we haven't done anything on it, but we are supposed to be redoing our master bathroom. We have had to use just our half bathroom, our guest bathroom, the whole time because we obviously don't have a legit bathroom. So all of this stuff is not usually underneath here, but it's kind of here right now because like we need it to get ready every day. So that's why I'm having a hard time keeping it organized, because we're in here every single morning, like constantly doing stuff. But I think the way I'm going to solve it is by getting rid of all of the baby stuff out of the front and the side. Because right now we have, like, I had their hair stuff, a ton of medicine, and, yeah, just a bunch of, like, it's not random, it's stuff that we still use. But I'm thinking that if I can get rid of as much as possible, then it'll obviously be easier to keep clean. So that's what I'm doing right now. All right, I'm back out here. I wanted to show you guys. I got all the baby stuff organized. So I put all of the medicine type stuff over here and all of the everything else over here. This is like lotion, diaper rash cream, and hair stuff really. This is also like medicine type, but I'm gonna just leave it there. And I am not hopeful. I don't think this is gonna fit in here. So I might just figure out where else to put that. But we'll see. This, however, I know will fit. Actually, give me a second. Look at that, guys. I feel like it's not normal to have a basket of baby hair stuff in your whatever, but we do, and that's how it's gonna work. All right, let me show you the bathroom. All right, take a look at this, guys. So much better. Man, it feels good. And I didn't show you guys the before of this, but this looks a lot better too. I had a ton of stuff here. I don't know if Peter uses this or not, so I'm gonna leave that out just in case he does. But before, all of this was in one. It was just shoved in here. So I just separated it, and so yeah, that feels better too. This was another source of stress for me. This was so full that anytime I would open this and I would go to grab something, 2 or 3 things would fall out and go in the sink, and I was just like, you know what? I'm over it. So anyways, this is my next. I need to finish this. All right, here's this. It's done. I'm going to, I know I said I was going to do the crib first, but hear me out. Okay, the boys have been asleep for a while. Again, I'm not worried about Theo waking up, But I think it might be smart to get rid of this kitchen while Henry's still sleeping, because if he sees me like putting it somewhere while he's awake, I think, of course, he's gonna want to play with it right then and there. So I think I'm going to, the only problem I'm having is that there's nowhere I can like hide it in the garage, because as you previously noticed, our garage is a mess, so there's nowhere really good to put it. So I think anywhere I put it, he's going to be able to see. So I think my best bet will be to put it in the crawl space, which probably will be fine, which actually might be better to do than in the garage, because it's too big to like put in a bag, and I don't want like bugs or anything in it, you know? So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Good talk, guys. So I got rid of the kitchen, it's gone, and now I want to move the stools over there, but in order to do that, I need to get rid of this. In order to do that, I gotta do this. Pray for me, guys. All right, guys, I can tell you, I honestly, I can't even tell you how much better I feel, okay? We got this clear. We got these cleaned. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. We got the benches over there. I tidied up the kitchen a little bit. I need to grab these. The living room wasn't dirty, so that's fine. The bathroom, I might actually like clean it, like clean the toilet and everything, but we'll see. And here, even if I don't do anything else in here today, I already feel better. I think Peter might be getting off at a decent time, so I might enlist his help in switching this over, but I'm not really sure. So this looks like a mess, but I'm gonna leave it for now. So this needs to go in the crawl space. This goes in Henry's room, and I just need to organize it in there. And let me talk to you guys in this mirror over here. So I think for now, literally just as I was about to say I'm gonna sit down, I'm pretty sure I just heard Theo wake up. Well, that's that. I guess that's okay, because I think I'm gonna put that stuff in the crawl space. And then when Henry wakes up, all I'll have to do is organize the stuff that's in that bag. But that's that. I think I'm just gonna be done with the vlog for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I guess come back for the rest of whatever we do.